On to race number 5 on the programme, and the 5th, the Saturn Handicap, Class 4, 1,200 metres, headed by Super Leader. Alexi Bedell will jump from barrier 3, now with the Casper Found stable. Flying Monkey behind Lakeshore Eagle last time out. Ever Brave coming out of the Fearless Fire race. He finished 2nd there. Champion Supreme, beaten favourite last time out. He's moved from Casper Founds now to John Moore. Applause, a last start winner. Shining On, a last start course and distance as well. Dollar Reward behind Split of a Second over the 1,200 here last time out. And Dragon Dance, a winner this season. That was over the 1,000 metres. 1,200 metres here, of course, for him. Now, as far as the horses up at Chungfar are concerned, Jolly Bountiful and Dragon Dance have both been up there in the last 30 days, returned on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the speed in this race is a little bit questionable. You've got a horse like Flying Monkey drawn low, Ever Brave's drawn 7. He has, from time to time, pressed forward. He did that 3 starts ago at Sha Tin, ran a good 3rd. Then last start came from the back. Dragon Dance has been reliable in going forward. So there are a few options here. Shining On was handy to the pace last start from a good gate and then went on to win, but he's drawn awkward.
Yeah, he's come out of the race OK, though. You can see him galloping nicely. I agree with Brett, though. He's going to find a little bit more awkward from that wide draw, but he's doing nothing wrong here, as you can see, and stretches out well enough. Not like he's having a bit of a skip there at one stage, but that's him. Dollar Reward. He's just doing some quiet work here this morning himself. He's still a maiden, this horse, from 22 starts, but did run on a nice 2nd behind Split of a Second last time. So does like the Happy Valley course, just can't get his nose in front either. And Leisured Feet, he's been up in Chungfar, he's come back, a well-rated horse now, and he's moves nicely. Another one that's going to find it tough, though, from barrier 9, because there's a lot of pace underneath him.
All right, well, Super Leader has drawn well here. He's come up with barrier 3. That's where we'll start as well, with his new trainer, Casper Founds.
Casper, Super Leader, has his first start for your stable on Wednesday night, dropping into Class 4 for the first time. Have you picked him up at the right time?
It looks that way. The horse came to me in very good order, you know. Just gave him a nice, easy trial the other day. Tried him on with a pair of blinkers, and he was a little bit keen. So I've decided to leave that off for the race on Wednesday. But he's in good order, and I just hope he gets a good draw.
What's your first impressions of him as a horse when he walked into your stable?
Yeah, very happy to have him with us. He's a nice-looking horse, and I felt he'd certainly be a progressive horse for us, yeah.
Yeah, class drop, good draw, in form.
Big Party won that trial. He looks pretty handy, doesn't he? Yeah, I think, as Casper said, he's a very interesting runner, drawn well. I expect him to be right in the finish.
Yeah, well, he's run 2nd, a few starts go in Class 3, comes down to Class 4. Yeah, it's interesting to see how he goes with the new stable.
Yeah, not far off Country Star, a couple of starts back, so I think he's certainly a runner of interest. Dragon Dance running well here as well with Flying Monkey, and Jolly Bountiful is really a consistent sort of performer, Jolly Bountiful.
No, he is. But Dragon Dance, I quite like this horse. He's had 2 starts for Me Choi after he left Armin Lee. He won his first one, and then he ran 3rd here from a wide draw. He's now back to barrier 4 with a very light weight, and with that weight advantage he's got over these other horses, I'm going to side with him.
Yeah, he's definitely an improved type, and there's a chance he could get a softish type of lead here.
All right, Applause, ridden slightly differently. You normally gets back, finishes strongly, much closer to the pace here, and ran out a ready winner.
Yeah, just as well, because he only scraped in by a neck. I don't think his finishing burst was as effective as it is when he's ridden a touch more patiently. But the horse that ranged up alongside of him has won at Sha Tin in very fast time at his only victory. He's had a few soundness issues, better choice. So it was a good win from Applause, and I think he's hard to leave out of exotics.
Yeah, I've got him in as well, and I've got him in on a minor line. Jimmy Ting's got him going really nicely, one he's picked up at the start of the season.
All right, be ridden by Matthew Chadwick. Zach Purton's still on the sidelines with suspension. Gallant Return, the next one we have a look at. He's trialling here at the Valley.
Yeah, he is. Look, he's, for me, been a horse that's been hard to pick. He's got some capabilities, no doubt. He's an ISG, scratched from his last intended start late November. Trial here looks good. He's drawn well. He's got Poon aboard. There are a few ticks for him. But I like to play him with a little bit of caution.
Yeah, I haven't put him in the end. Gallant Return, there's plenty of chances, I thought, in this race.
All right, Champion Supreme, beaten favourite last time out. Was with Casper Founds, now with John Moore. Tongue tie goes on.
Yeah, and I didn't mind this trial at all with Champion Supreme. And he did go out at a really short price favourite, 2.3 last start. He only had the 2 starts, tongue tie on. He's got the wide draw to overcome. He might be slightly better than this grade, though, so I found a spot for him to keep him safe.
Yeah, there's definitely ability there. Lightly raced. He's still got a fair bit to learn about racing, and I think when he gets some continuity with his efforts, we'll see some good performances.
All right, this was pretty competitive. Paul, how do you end it with?
Yeah, definitely is. I'm going to go with the horse, the lightweight, the low barrier draw. Should get a good run. Only had the 2 starts with Me Choi, and he's run well both times. Dragon Dance, Champion Supreme with the stable change. I think he can go nicely. He's got barrier number 12. Tongue tie goes on him. Johnny Bountiful in there for 3rd, as you mentioned. He's pretty consistent. From barrier 2, he'll get a nice run. Then tossed up between Super Leader and Applause. But I thought Applause, in form at the moment, I'll put him in. So 12, 6, 4 and 7. Each way the 12, though.
'Tis the season to be jolly, Paul. Jolly Bountiful for me. I think he's racing well, and he can close strongly with Super Leader and Applause. And then I've got Dollar Reward in for 4th with Champion Supreme. What I meant by that comment of continuity, first start, he actually got back from a wide gate, closed off well, and then second start, they drew low, little slow to move, and then he sort of got pushed, and I don't think he coped with it that well. So I actually think he might be better ridden with a touch of patience at the moment. He was sort of on the bench, but 4, 1, 7 and 10, and yeah, work around the exotics I would have probably do in that race.
All right, yeah, looks a good race. Super Leader for me, the class dropper. Alexi Bedell for Casper Founds. He'll do me in the Saturn Handicap. That's race number 5. On to race number 6. That's the Venus Handicap. Class 3 over 1,200 metres. That comes up next.